Bro said, what futures do you recommend a beginner to trade? If you're beginning in futures and you want to just figure out everything, trade one micro. The leverage ratio is every dollar of movement on NASDAQ is $2 of movement for PNL. So funny you asked this though, because when I first started out trading futures, I thought like 10 contracts was like a normal sizing. So I would trade 10 NQ contracts and I like blew my first ever funded account in like the span of like a couple of minutes. So like even if we have like a crazy 10, 15, $20 spike, your maximum PNL is only going to be like 10, 20, 30, $40 of fluctuation.
I somewhat agree with the advice in this video, and probably this guy had the right message, but didn't really communicate it good enough. One micro, right? I mean, that's basically the minimum size you can start with on futures trading, right? There is advantages and disadvantages to that, right? Advantages is you basically have the least amount of leverage ever, right? The least amount of risk ever. But the downside is you only have one contract. If you are someone who has multiple profit targets, you're not able to scale if you just have one contract. So if you are just starting out as a beginner, instead of trading one micro of NASDAQ, you can trade the multiple contracts of ES, multiple contracts of gold, right, on the micro side of things, and keep the risk somewhat the same, right, because NASDAQ is the most volatile ticker of them all. So like one NASDAQ contract is going to move way more quicker than one ES contract on the micro or the full contract, okay? So better advice, go with a different market than the NASDAQ if you're just starting out, maybe the S&P, and trade more than one contract, maybe like 3, 5, right? Just so you have the ability to scale out as well.